All righty. Huh? Here we go. Yes, indeed. Good morning. My name is Carter Hughes. On behalf of the Carter Hughes Knowledge Institute, I'm here with you today. We're just going to talk about your VA Nexus letter, right? When you're filing a VA claim, you have what's called a VA Nexus letter. That's when you have two elements of service connection, but you're missing one. You're missing something that says this condition I'm filing for is related to my military service. All right. And in the VA world, the Nexus letter, we all know what that is, right? The Nexus letter, very important, very valuable. So, what we'll talk about today is how do I know if my Nexus letter is good? All right. And as with everything that we do, we try to simplify things for you. All the tools that we create are to help you be more confident, help you be more productive. When it comes to your VA claim, we want you to be more confident in that arena as well. All right. So we'll get right into it. And there's really only one sentence that you're looking for on that Nexus letter. Once again, simplify, right? We can complicate things if we so choose, but most things are indeed fairly simple. All right, so we'll go to the next slide. The determining sentence. It all kind of comes down to a sentence with that nexus letter, right? When you're talking about a nexus letter for service connection, meaning you have a documented medical condition, you have an in-service event that you believe is what caused the current medical condition, but the VA is saying, no, we don't think that's what caused it. That's when you would need a nexus letter. And when you get that nexus letter, you're looking for one sentence really. And that sentence goes, after reviewing the medical evidence provided, and you want to cite that specific evidence, in my medical opinion, it is more likely than not that the medical condition of whatever that condition is related to whatever your name is, military service. That's the sentence. After reviewing the medical evidence, that's important. They need to tell what documents they reviewed to arrive at this conclusion. In my medical opinion, you want to have their credentials there. This is a legitimate doctor, right? You want them to see that. After reviewing the evidence, in my medical opinion, it's more likely than not. It's only a 50%, essentially, a burden of proof. Over 50%, more likely than not. It does not have to be with certainty, so you don't want your doctor thinking that they have to say, oh, this is what certainly caused it. That's not what the regulation requires. All right? More likely than not that medical condition is related to whatever event that was that took place in the military. And you can specify what that incident was. If it's an accumulation of things, you can say that as well. But what you want more than anything is for them to clearly say, after reviewing the medical records, in my medical opinion, it's more likely than not that this is related to service. Right? That's what you want in your nexus letter. That is the determining sentence. All right, if you're talking about for a secondary condition, that sentence is the same, but a little bit different. After reviewing the medical evidence provided, once again, citing that evidence, this is what I use to arrive at my conclusion. In my medical opinion, it is more likely than not that the medical condition of blank is a secondary condition related to the member service connected condition of blank. So you want to say what that new condition is that you believe is secondary to your service connected condition, right? The most common one that we see is the back to the knees to the ankles, right? The knee is secondary to the service connected back, right? Once that back is service connected, then you can bring on those other things that are related to that back. But once again, with that nexus letter, this is the sentence that you need in your letter, right? We say no sentence, no shot. All right. So whenever you get a nexus letter, you want to make sure that your doctor is explicitly putting this sentence in there. More likely than not, in my medical opinion, after reviewing this particular evidence. Right? The whole key to kind of the VA thing is to make it as easy as possible for the person rating the claim. You want it all to be laid out right there. Right? So once again, that determining sentence is what you want to watch for when you're filing your nexus, right? For me personally, I filed thousands of claims for people. The highest I've gotten is the 84,000. I talked about that before. Getting one person $84,000 at one chunk because the VA wasn't paying them for an extended period of time. We had to look through the records to kind of identify, oh, what's going on? And then we had to put together the paperwork to make that thing happen. I did a Q claim as well, clear and unmistakable error on the part of the VA. That's a rare one. But yeah, so we've had success with this simple framework, right? There's three elements to service connection. And then within those three elements, there could be worlds within themselves. So we want to continue to provide these tips and strategies that we believe can be useful for you. As we do our research, we're seeing that a lot of people are having issues with the Nexus letter. So we want to clarify. There's one sentence really that you want to make sure is in there, right? And you want to make sure that sentence, that more likely than not, based on this medical evidence, in my medical opinion, right? You want to make sure you have those things explicitly in there, all right? That's all we got for you. Check out the website, www.carterhughesknowledgeinstitute.com. A bunch of tools, a bunch of products to help you be more confident, be more productive in life, right? We have a veteran benefits section. It's called Helpful Veteran. We have a section focused on personal development. It's called 3-5 Life. And then a section focused on career, right? The American Workforce Trinity, how to really make consistent progress, consistent growth in your occupation, right? We're going to spend most of our times working anyway, so why not make the most of it, right? Why not do your best and get the most out of this thing so you can see the most of this beautiful place called the world. I probably could have thought something better, but yeah, there we go. Have an incredible day as always. Use the tools, right? See if they work. Make the adjustment. Use the tools. Knowledge unapplied is not very useful. All right. Thank you all. Have a great day as always.